that number one, we're questioning whether or not this administration's interpretation of the law affords OSHA the unilateral opportunity to bring along a union rep to a non-unionized corporation for an inspection, but also to target specific industry in a specific part of the country without offering the appropriate justification.
Well, one of the things that always it makes me a little bit, I don't know, it drives me crazy. They come up with a name for their program, whether it's a good program or not. It's called a Regional Emphasis Program. Whoever came up with that, love to know whose job that was. But here's what OSHA, because we contacted OSHA Labor Department to see what they said. What their statement is, OSHA's emphasis programs, there's that great name again, are based on Bureau of Labor Statistics injury and illness data, as well as OSHA's experience in the local area. And they also say that they found 54 worker complaints from workers in the auto parts manufacturing industry in your state alone. That's what they say.
Right. Well, what's interesting is when I had the opportunity to question Secretary Perez, and it was even confirmed later that day in a written statement from an undersecretary, the data that they're relying on to highlight a problem in Alabama, a quote, problem in Alabama, is data from 2010. So two things. Number one, if there was such a problem in Alabama in 2010, why are we doing a regional emphasis program 4 years later in 2014?
Well, what I thought was peculiar, I know it said OSHA in the same time period has received the 54 worker complaints from workers in Alabama. But to me, unless I know, other states, did other states get 200? Did they get 10? Did they get 5? 54 seems, I can't even, I don't know what to do with that number.
Well, exactly, and those are the exact questions that we're saying to OSHA. If you're going to treat similar businesses differently in different parts of the country, then there's a very high bar of justification for doing so. We've asked OSHA to provide us with this data, and all they can give us is this 2010 data.
Representative, thank you very much for joining us, and our political panel is back. Mary, how are unions doing?